So, onto the phone itself. So, I'll power this on in a minute. Well, I think it's already turned on. But I just wanted to go through some of the specs that it has. So this does support 1080p, 1920 by 1080 pixels with a 426 pixel per inch pixel count on an IPS display. Now this is a very vibrant display and it is very nice indeed. Now this is running Android 6.0. I think this is Marshmallow. I mean, I'm not all caught up on all these Android versions. I mean, I myself have been on a Samsung Galaxy Note N7000 from 2011 for the past 5 years. So this is quite a major upgrade for myself. So yes, this is a 5.2 inch Full HD display, IPS of course, using Android 6 Marshmallow with Emotion UI 4.1. Now, I like to call this, well, the way it's spelt is EMUI. I like to call it EMU. I don't know why, I just do. So this has their own UI. It's much like the Huawei P7. It's quite aggressive. It's like an iOS knockoff. It's not particularly beautiful, but it is at least usable. So yes, this has the Kirin, I think that's how you say it, 955. So this is a 64-bit processor, octa-core, that included 2.5 GHz quad core and a 1.8 GHz quad core as well. Now this model itself, which is Mystic Silver, quite hard to get really, well, since they've just come out in this previous month. Now you can get them with either 32 or 64GB models. Now the 32GB model, which this is, features 3GB of memory, and the 64GB model features 4GB of RAM, well, memory. It is expandable. I currently have 64 gigs in there, and then I don't think, well, from what I can see, it is not a dual SIM cellular device, so you know you're stuck with one SIM card wherever you go, unless you buy a gift gaff or something or other like that. So this does have A, B, G, N and AC Wi-Fi, and of course hotspots, NFC, what's it called, Bluetooth 4.1, all the other things you'd expect. The battery is not as big as the Honor 7, surprisingly, by 100 milliamp hours, so it is in fact 3000 milliamp hours. It does last quite a while, but I'd say turn off mobile data when you can. The weight is only 144 grams, which is quite light, considering it's a full metal build, and features dual camera with a dual flash, and of course the famous Huawei fingerprint scanner, which is lovely indeed. And the great thing about this phone itself, because it's been made with Leica, if I can show you here, since it's been made with Leica, so yes, you have raw image support. You have two 12 megapixel cameras on the back, one being RGB and one being monochrome, that being so you can get more greater detail when combined. This also helps with HDR as well. So I mean, for me this is almost like taking a DSLR with you, except for the fact that you can't really, well, I haven't found a way of controlling the f-stop directly, but there are modes in doing so. So yes, of course, above the notable fingerprint scanner and the color matched antenna lines here and here all around, very nice indeed, are the P9 signature feature two 12 megapixel cameras, and then this is at an f2.2 aperture with 27mm focal length, and they are called the Leica Summerit, I think that's how you say it, H122/27, and they sit quite flush against the body, but unfortunately lack optical image stabilization. Now, this isn't new technology. HTC did that back in 2014, and of course the LG G5 too. But Huawei's implementation is significantly different, and of course promotes that Leica imagery that every professional photographer has fallen in with.